Okay, Hari Om. Welcome back to another Yoga for Back Pain class. Pretty short, but we'll try to make it sweet. So you can come into most comfortable seat, Vajrasana, unless you have knee ankle issues, cross-legged. If you have really tight hips, lower back, you can prop up with a block or cushion if you need to for the sitting. But Vajrasana is really good to make the legs supple, and it helps with hips and lower back. And we can start already with some Hasta Bandha, just getting a little bit warmed up into the wrists, any movement that feels good. So just would like to start today with a proverb. I was reminded yesterday of a very simple, interesting, and beautiful Zen Proverb, which says, "Before enlightenment, I chopped wood and I carried water. After enlightenment, I chopped wood and carried water." So, very simple. You can maybe bring your palms facing upwards and close your eyes to reflect on this for a moment. Just feeling the breath as it comes in through the nostrils and all the way back out. And we're going to start with a pranayama. So this saying, basically what it means is that the simple things of life are most probably the most beautiful. There's a few things that we need to keep doing in this world. And sometimes we look for too complicated things and we forget about the most basic things. So basically that's what we're doing with our yoga practice. We come back to the breath, just practicing breath, because often we don't breathe in an optimal way, and move our bodies, get the fluids going, just so that we keep the body nice and healthy. Which again, this is something that sometimes we look for too many things, too complicated things, and we forget the basic things that actually need to be done. And if you don't do them, then that's when you start to come into some sort of issues. So we'll start with Kapalbhati, which is a very beautiful breath to cleanse the energy pathways in the body, the frontal brain, so very good for mental work, particularly, as it helps to clean the frontal brain, working on the third eye, the sixth chakra, for clarity, inner knowledge, and also just simply clearing the nostrils, the air passages, so that you can breathe deeper throughout your practice. So you can place your right hand on top of your left, relaxed onto your lap, pinkies against the abdomen, so you want to be feeling your abdomen working, so snapping your belly in towards the spine to expel the air out. So we're really focusing just on exhaling out the nose, so it's short, sharp exhalations out the nose. Exhale, 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 just like so. I'll quickly show you. So we'll go for 3 rounds of about 15. If you have stomach issues, or if you've had heart issues, vertigo, high blood pressure, you might want to skip that breath or just try very gently. If you have any difference of pressure in the ears or you feel any discomfort, pain, you can just slow down or even stop completely for just a normal breath. Otherwise, we'll go for 3 rounds, maybe increasing in the second and third round if you feel you can take it. So spine is nice and straight, elbows are soft, shoulders relaxed, right over your hips, spine really long, including the neck, so you can just keep gazing forward. You can gently close your eyes and we'll get started. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose. And then you start pumping, snapping your belly in towards your spine. Exhaling. And then slowly letting the breath return to normal, just a few normal breaths to feel in the body. Pausing between each round. Getting ready for the second round, taking a deep inhale in through the nose. And you get pumping. Relaxing the breath, just feeling into the body. Getting ready for the last round. Deep inhale in through the nose. And you get going. Relaxing the breath, eyes closed, just feeling into the body. We'll continue with the Om chant, very good practice after the strong activation of the breath, as it helps to balance the energies with the parasympathetic nervous system kicking in, trying to really focus the vibration at the heart and throat level to activate the vagus nerve. We'll go for 3 rounds, taking a deep inhale in through the nose. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment. And then gently opening your eyes. We're going to come up to a stand, so you can maybe shake your legs if you feel your legs have become a bit numb. Preparing for chopping some wood and carrying some water. So that's what we do with our practice. Sometimes people also in yoga practice just look for many things, but they don't keep at it. So very important also for, especially when you have back pain, practices like the Kapalbhati, the breathing pattern, and Surya Namaskar are things that need to be done like basically every day, and you need to keep doing it. That's what the proverb is saying, you just, no matter what, you gotta keep doing certain things, notably for the body to keep healthy. So keeping the nervous system in check with Kapalbhati and also Surya Namaskar. So we'll get started straight away. Top of the mat, feet together, standing nice and tall. You can roll your shoulders back so that you broaden into the collarbones, relaxing your arms by your side, and we'll come into Pranayamasana, palms together in front of your heart. So we want to make sure that we focus on the Ujjayi breath, or Ujjayi-like breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. So normally, nasal passages should be cleared from the previous breath, which is the point of it. And I'll start chanting the Bija mantra, just a good vibration to help you feel deeper in your energy body. Om Mitraయ Namaha. Nice and slow. We're going to start first round nice and easy, just going through all the asanas so you can stretch your arms up, looking up. So not going too deep into any of the asanas until we get warm, opening the arms, keeping your arms in line with your body. Nice and slow. You can start to hinge at the hip level, reaching your crown. Fingertips forward, back is flat as much as possible, bending into the knees as much as you need at the start. Until you get warm, you fold all the way down, fingertips to the floor. Stepping your left leg back, far back, so nice big giant step, so wide stance. Dropping your back knee, you point your toes, making sure your front knee is 90-degree angle, right under your armpit, and you look up. Rolling your eyes upwards. So looking up is very important. We start opening up into the hips, the groin, keeping the back flat, slight compression into the neck. Slowly releasing. You can bring your hands flat on the floor, tucking your back toes, stepping back into Chaturanga. If this is too much already, you can bring your knees down. Otherwise, staying into Chaturanga, the plank pose for a moment with your shoulders over your wrists, looking forward, so we activate into the core muscles, and then we move into Ashtanga, bringing the knees down, keeping your hips as high as possible. You start bending into your elbows, bringing the weight slightly forward, so you start charging into your shoulders, bringing your chest, forehead to the floor. Elbows are off the floor, pointing back, nice and slow. You release all the way down onto your abdomen. Pointing your toes, and as you inhale, using your back muscles, you lift your heart. Slowly, mindfully, you release, rolling your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, tucking your toes under. Again, you push onto your hands so that you start reaching your hips back. And then you push your feet into the earth to lift up, hips right up to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana, your down dog, soft bend into your knees. Nice and slow, looking forward between your hands. You step your left foot right between your hands using your core muscles. So you might need to help with your hand or the other technique, gripping the mat with your toes. You shimmer your foot all the way between your hands. Back leg is relaxed, so you point your toes. Again, front knee is 90-degree angle, and you look up. Slowly releasing, looking down, stepping all the way forward. Keeping a soft bend into your knees. Head is relaxed, nice and heavy. And very slowly you can start to roll your spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. Feeling into each vertebrae as you come all the way up. Head comes up last, reaching your hands all the way up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, you release. And now we'll add the breathing pattern. Om Suyaya Namaha. Inhale, stretch your arms up, look up. So nice and easy until we get warm. Opening your arms. Again, you keep your arms in line with your body. Slowly as you exhale, you hinge at the hip level, keeping the back as flat as possible, bending into the knees as much as you need. If you still need to, you fold all the way down, fingertips to the floor. Inhaling this time, right leg back. If you can go further, you can bring your hands already flat on the floor and still looking up, back leg relaxed, rolling your eyes upwards internally towards your third eye. Hold your breath, moving into Chaturanga, the plank position, nice and strong, activating into the core as you exhale, moving into Ashtanga, knees, chest, forehead, so keeping the elbows off the floor, pointing back. Releasing all the way down onto your abdomen, you point your toes, and as you inhale, use your back muscles, peeling your heart off. Maybe you can go a little bit further already, pushing your hands into the floor, straightening your elbows, keep relaxing your shoulders. Maybe you can look up. Very mindfully as you exhale, watching your lower back, you start bending into your elbows to release all the way down, tuck your toes. Again, pushing onto your hands, you stretch your hips back and up, pushing your feet into the earth. Adho Mukha Svanasana. As you inhale, looking forward, stepping your right foot forward, right between your hands, maybe keeping your hands flat, and then you look up. Exhale, you release, looking down, stepping forward. Inhaling, coming all the way up, pressing your feet into the earth. Exhale, you release. And we keep going. Om Pushnaya Namaha. Inhale, maybe starting to go a little bit deeper into each of the asanas. Little by little, exhale, folding forward. So every round, we can start to go a little bit deeper. Left leg back as you inhale, look up. The body slowly starts to open up. Hold your breath, Chaturanga. Exhale into Ashtanga. Knees, chest, forehead. So really arching into the spine, stomach doesn't touch, releasing all the way down. You point your toes, scooping up into Bhujangasana as you inhale. Rolling your eyes upwards, feeling the stretch into the whole front of the body. Backside is relaxed. Exhale, you release. Tuck your toes. Push back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Use your core muscles. Inhale. Left leg forward, right between your hands. Again, 90-degree angle. Looking up. Exhale. Back to the top of the mat. Maybe still bending into your knees if you feel you need to. Root to rise. Reach all the way up. Maybe a little arch into the spine. Exhale, you release back down to your heart. Om Kagaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. So we're not forcing the body, just letting the body move a little bit deeper. If you feel you can, each round, hold your breath. Chaturanga. Exhale into Ashtanga. Knees, chest, forehead. Scooping up into Bhujangasana. Inhale. Exhale. Reach back. Use your core muscles. Inhale. Left foot forward. Look up. Exhale. Coming back. Inhale. Rising all the way up. And we keep going. See if you can take that as a moving meditation, just trying to flow through with the breath. Om Hinadgarbhaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. We keep switching legs, left leg back, inhale. Working on all the systems of the body. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And we keep going. See how much you can do. If you need to stop, you can stop. Otherwise, just try to keep going at your own pace. Om Marichai Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We keep switching legs. Right leg back. Look up. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Aditya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Bhaskaraaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you release. Hands by your heart, arms by your side. Maybe closing your eyes if you don't have your eyes closed already. Just feeling into the body, and if you have a good balance, still with your eyes closed, you can come down onto your back for a quick shavāsana, relaxing completely. Just letting the breath, the heart rate, relax. We'll start with the asanas, lying on our backs, nice and easy, so you can keep your eyes closed for this first one. Purna Pawan Muktasan, bending into your knees, bringing your knees to your chest, and you can wrap your arms around your shins, getting hold of your elbows, so you might need to lift your head up for that. Once you've got the hold of your elbows, you can relax your head back down, so you try to get hold of your legs in the middle of your shins, not just the edge of your knees, and you flatten your lower back by pressing your knees into your abdomen, pressing your hips down, lengthening into the spine. The neck is nice and long, shoulders relaxed. You keep breathing good massage into the abdominal organs. So the most simple asanas are the most effective. They need to be practiced. So very good for the lower back. So we're stretching the lower back, massaging the abdominal organs here. Very good to lengthen the spine, relieve the lower back. And we'll start activating the core muscles on the next exhale. Lifting your head up, you bring the bridge of your nose between your knees. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep squeezing your knees into your chest, lifting your head. So that's what we've got to do. We've got to keep chopping wood, carrying water. So a few things we need to do to keep the body nice and strong. So we'll be working on the core work, front of the body and back of the body, to keep the spine nice and strong, keeping a good posture so that you can keep chopping wood and carrying water. Very slowly, as you exhale, you release head back down, you release the grip of your hands, and you can extend your legs up 90-degree angle. So see if you can keep your legs nice and straight. If you need to keep a soft bend into your knees, you can, but ideally you want to have your legs nice and straight. Releasing your hands by your side, palms facing down. Very slowly, you're going to start to inhale, bringing your feet towards the floor. So watch your lower back. So you want to try to keep activating your core, navel in towards the spine, so you keep your lower back as flat as possible, and you only come down with your legs as far as comfortable. As you exhale, you bring your feet back up, keeping your spine nice and long. As you inhale again, you bring your feet down as much as possible. Nice and slow control movement, only as far down as comfortable for your own back. As you exhale, you come back up. Inhale. So we go for a few more like this. Maybe every time you can bring your legs a little bit further down, just watching your lower back. Inhale, come up. There's no need to go all the way down. What's important is that you start feeling into the core, and you have a really good form. So you want to be thinking of really pushing your lower back into the floor so that you're not arching too much into the back, using those core muscles. Again, only going as far down as comfortable, and then coming up. We've got a few more like this. So nice and slow descent, control movement. And as you exhale, lift back up. Inhale, nice and slow, coming down. Exhale, back up. We've got two more. Slow control movement. Exhale, up. One last one. Nice and slow. Exhale, come up, bend your knees, stretch your legs out. Relax. Just one breath. Bringing your knees back to your chest. And we're gonna rock back and forth, hands onto your knees, so you can get some momentum, massaging the whole spine. If you feel this is too much, you can come onto one side to come up to a sit. Otherwise, see if you can start to get some momentum until you can come into Navasana with your feet off the floor, balancing on your buttocks. So Navasana, you can bring your hands to the floor, first level, maybe with your feet on the floor if you need to. Second level, if you can go a bit further, you can bring your shins parallel to the floor. Maybe third level, you can extend your arms out. And fourth level, you can straighten your legs, making sure you're not collapsing into your lower back. So you want to pull your chest out, and you keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We're there for a few breaths. Keep going, keep smiling, nice and strong. A few more breaths. And slowly slowly you release. Sole of the feet together, Baddha Konasana, interlacing your fingers around your feet. And you let your knees drop out, feeling the stretch into your hips. So spine is nice and long as you inhale. Lengthening into the spine, and as you exhale, see if you can let the shoulders, hips soften so that your knees open out to the side without force. So we're trying to relax the lower back from the previous pose. A few more breaths in here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Again, you want to pull your heart forward, spine nice and long. Exhale, soften. One more deep breath. Exhale, you release. And then crossing your legs, you can come forward, coming onto your abdomen. We're gonna move into Ardha Bhujangasana, bringing your hands under your shoulders. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can already bring your hands a bit further down, closer to your hips. You can bring your feet mat distance apart, at least hip width distance apart, maybe mat distance apart. So the wider your feet, the easier on the lower back. Exhale your breath, and as you inhale, use your back muscles without pushing onto your hands, and you lift your chest up. So how do you know you use your back muscles? You lift your hands and the chest stays up. So now you know what the back muscles are. So you keep using that, and then slowly you release your hands back down, relax the back, and we'll move into full Bhujangasana, pushing your hands into the floor, straightening your elbows, you relax the shoulders, relax the lower back, and see if you can let your pelvic floor or pubic bone relax towards the floor, maybe even looking up, so you should be feeling a good stretch into the whole front of the body. So we're stretching, releasing the abdominal organs that we've worked before. So not the organs, but the muscles. Looking up also is very good to work on the thyroid gland with a stretch into the throat, very good for the metabolism, immune system, and the deep back bend is very good for the spine, bringing nutrients, blood flow to all the discs. We're there for 2 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then very slowly as you exhale, you can start to release, looking forward, bending into your elbows, very mindfully rolling your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way down, turning your head one way, releasing your arms by your side. Just a couple of deep breaths into your lower back before we get going with the second part of the core muscles, the backside. So you'll be using your glutes, lower back, chin back to the center. Now you can bring your big toes to touch. Activate your legs, palms facing upwards. Pressing your hands, back of the hands into the floor. Exhale your breath, and as you inhale, use your glutes, lower back muscles. You lift your legs off the floor. Shavāsana, keeping your chin on the floor, only legs are moving. Lift up, so toes touching, no bend into the knees. Use your glutes, lower back muscles, keep lifting. We're there for a few breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Keep going. So we're strengthening the whole backside. Very good for the posture, avoiding any back issues, strengthening the muscles around the spine. In through the nose, out through the nose. You just lift as much as you can, but you keep lifting. Keep chopping wood, carrying water. Getting mixed up with this one. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Lift, 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 lift. Fantastic. Keep going. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Exhale. You release. You can turn your head the other way. Relax for a moment, separating your feet. chin back to the center. And we go again. You can keep your feet separated, exhaling your breath as you inhale. This time using your whole back side. You lift your arms, you lift your legs, you lift your chest, you look forward. A few deep breaths in here. See if you can keep lifting your arms, chest, lift your legs, nice and strong. Keep breathing. So the whole back side is working. So you're on your abdomen, your hips. Lift a little bit more, arching into the spine. We've got a couple more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then very slowly, you're going to swing your arms around to the front. Just like if you're swimming, you can interlace your fingers, pointing your index finger. And you keep lifting. Keep looking at that triangle form between your hands. Keep going, a little bit more, a little bit more. We've got a few more breaths here. Keep going. One more breath. And exhale. You release. You can overlap your hands over your head. Maybe resting your forehead on your hands. Maybe making a little triangle with your thumbs to rest your forehead so that your nose and mouth is not pressing into the floor. You can breathe. You can let your heels turn inwards so that you relax into the lower back. Coming back to center, chin on the ground, and you can stretch your arms alongside your body, bending into your knees. We're going to take bow pose, Tandrasana, so getting hold of the outside of your ankles with 4 fingers, thumb on the inside. See if you can keep your knees towards each other as much as possible. You exhale your breath as you inhale. You press your feet into the hands, lifting everything that you have. See if you can roll your eyes upwards and you look up. Keep lifting your knees, drawing your knees towards each other, feeling the stretch into the shoulders. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We only have a few breaths here. Keep going, keep arching. Few more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Last one. And then slowly as you exhale, you release. You can bring your hands under your shoulders, toes to touch. And we stretch back into Balasana, child's pose, knees out wide so that you can relax your chest between your knees, forehead to the floor. Stretching your arms forward. Relaxing into your lower back. Inhaling, coming up. You can bring your knees together and you can step your right foot forward. So we're coming back into a lunge, so you relax into your back leg. You can keep your back toes tucked under, and we'll move into Ardha Bhujangasana. So you can keep your right foot nice and grounded, and you start flexing your toes as you start reaching your hips back. So we're stretching into the right hamstring here, the back of the leg. So you can slide your fingers at your knee level. So you're onto your fingertips, most probably, so that you support your body so that you don't collapse and overstretch. You want to make sure that you keep flexing your toes here. So you want to be working towards straightening that leg. So you push your hips as far back as you can, keeping your hips nice and squared. And maybe you can start to fold slightly forward. So you don't want to round into your back. You want to make sure the spine stays nice and straight. So you keep looking at your big toes here at the front. Keep flexing your toes. And you keep reaching your heart forward. So you want to really reach the heart forward. Back is nice and flat. You can bring your elbows out or back, doesn't matter. Just bending into the elbows as much as you can to lower your chest down. We take a few more deep breaths in here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Every inhale, you lengthen into the spine, so tailbone back, crown of the head forward. So you really want to feel that lengthening. And as you exhale, see if you can really relax into the back of the leg. Very slowly as you inhale, coming up, walking your hands forward, bending into your knee. You can plant your hands and you can stretch your right leg back. You can maybe take a little down dog if that feels good, reaching your hips up. Maybe walking your dog a couple of times, any movement that feels good, hips from side to side. Before we take the other side, so you can bring your knees back down. You step your left foot forward, right between your hands. Nice wide stance, so you want to start stretching by bringing your knee slightly forward, and then as you exhale, you start reaching your hips back, so keep pushing your left heel into the floor, flex your toes, you start working towards straightening the leg. If it's not straight, that's fine. If it's still slightly bent, that's all right. You're still feeling the stretch, most probably here. Again, supporting with your hands so that you don't overstretch, and you just keep working towards straightening that leg, making sure that you flex your toes, you keep looking at your big toe and see if you can reach your heart forward. Again, spine is nice and flat, so you want to stay supported with your hands so that you can keep your spine flat. And you keep breathing here. Every exhale, maybe you can start straightening a little bit more into your front leg. No force, just allowing, as you soften with the exhale, just allow for the stretch to happen little by little. No need to go too far, too soon. There's plenty of wood to be chopped and water to be carried. Every time you can just make things a little bit better, a little bit easier, a little bit more enjoyable. Always using the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Couple more breaths here. One more deep breath. Slowly as you inhale, again coming forward, walking your hands forward. And you can plant your hands and maybe stretching back again into Adho Mukha Svanasana if you feel you need to take a little walk, hips from side to side to release any pressure into the legs, any movement that feels good. And then coming down, you can cross your legs or coming onto your knees, Vajrasana, your choice. Just taking a moment here, closing your eyes. You can bring your palms facing upwards, relaxed onto your knees, lap. And just take a moment to feel in the body, the mind. Maybe noticing your heart rate slowing down. Keeping your eyes closed, nice and slow. You can start to stretch your legs forward. See if you can use your abdominal muscles like we did before. So very slowly you can start to roll your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. You can keep your arms stretched forward to help you with your balance. And you just start to really round the spine, tucking your tailbone under, placing one vertebrae at a time onto the floor. Very slowly you start coming down, all controlled descent. And you come to relax completely onto your back, arms by your side, separating your feet at least hip-width distance apart. You relax completely, let go of the breath. Let go of everything. Just relax for a few minutes. Gently bringing the awareness back into the body, using the breath and movement into your toes, fingers. Maybe on your next inhale you can stretch your arms overhead, stretching the body nice and long. As you exhale, you roll over onto your left side, taking a few breaths in a fetal position. Slowly, as you inhale, you press your hands into the floor, coming up to comfortable sit. Bringing your hands, palms together in the Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. Just noticing how you feel. How you feel into your lower back after chopping the wood, carrying the water. So again, this is a state of mind, just like happiness. You choose whether this is a pleasant or painful experience. So the more you resist, the more painful the experience is going to be. Just like anything else in life, things that need to be done no matter what. It can be an enjoying experience or a bit more painful. And this is something that we cultivate. This is just a state of mind that happens for anything, and you start to cultivate that with all the simple recurrent things. And this is why we come on our mats to practice, Tip of the thumbs to the third eye. And we bow in gratitude to the divine light that surrounds us and resides within each one of us. Hari Om Tat Sat. Peace, love and light. Gently blinking your eyes open when you're ready. That's it for this video. As usual, hope you enjoyed. Any comments, feedback? I'm always very happy to hear about how you feel, how you found the class. So you can just put some comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep following on the different platforms so that we stay connected and we can continue to chop some wood and carry some water. Hari Om, have a great day.